Welcome to the Royal Calcutta Turf Club Calcutta Races Spring Meeting 4-day Wednesday 21st February 2024 race preview. The first race of the afternoon is the Tug of War handicap for horses rated 21 to 46, rated 1 to 26, eligible to be run over a distance of 1600 meters. First up we got a couple of runners, Tiger Shark and Primo Victoria. This was from race number 86, where Tiger Shark was in third spot as they entered the home straight, made up a placing and down the center and came in to finish on second. Primo Victoria, who was in second spot into the home straight, dropped back slightly and finished on third. The winner here was Sienna, who got that race by 3 parts of a length. Next up we got Super Regiga, who's had 3 starts. Best start was the last start where it went over 2,400 meters. Super Regiga took the turn in second spot and kept on chasing the leader Lucky 9, who eventually won that race by a distance. And Super Regiga today ridden by Sonu Mishra. Number 3 is Kindred Spirit. Kindred Spirit has had 3 starts so far. First up, it finished on 4th in race number 9 behind White Roses over 1400 meters. 2 runs over 1200 meters. In race number 26, finished on 4th. The run we are looking at is from race number 41. Took the turn in 6th spot, then dropped back a place and eventually finished on 7th. The winner here was Slow Music, who won that race by a nose. Number 5 is Blue Chip. Couple of starts for Blue Chip so far in his career. First up in race number 65, finished on 4th behind Blinky Bill over 1400 meters. The last start was over 1400 meters in race number 78. Was in 3rd spot, then came up with a run down the center and eventually finished on a little closer to I Smell the Danger by about length and a quarter in 2nd spot. Lastly, number 6 is 67, who's had a few starts in the Oaks, finished on 8th. Last start was over 2000 meters, where 67 was on a start to finish mission. Into the last 200 meters, was jumping up and down in the same spot and eventually finished on 4th. The winner here was Wonderful, who got that race by length and 3/4. Moving on to the second race of the afternoon, the Flower Dust handicap for horses rated 1 to 26 to be run over a distance of 1200 meters. First up, we got a couple of runners. This is from race number 65, where we had Flamingo Road, who was in 4th spot, made up a placing and eventually finished on 3rd. We had number 10, which is Elite. Elite was in 6th spot as they entered the home straight. Elite was a little lethargic out of the gates and then brushed up, took the turn in 6th spot. Then the early exertions took a toll and Elite eventually finished on 7th. The winner here was Blinky Bill, who got that race by length and a quarter. Looking at 4 runners from race number 90, we had Eagles Flight, who took the turn in 4th spot, then made up a placing and eventually finished on 3rd. We had Gleam Bell. Gleam Bell took the turn in 11th spot and eventually weakened and finished on 12th. We had number 7, which was Valnarina, who was in 3rd spot. When asked for an effort, dropped back slightly and eventually finished on 5th. And the other runner was number 12, which was Historic. Historic took the turn in 12th spot after being a little slowly out of the gates and eventually made up a few placings and finished on 9th of 13 runners. The winner here was Liban. A few runners we are looking at. This is race number 97. We had Tamar. Tamar was in 10th spot as they entered the home straight and eventually finished on 10th. Number 9, Ticker. Ticker had a few eye-catching starts over the early part of the season. Over here, Ticker was a little slowly out of the gates, took the turn in 9th spot, came up with a very late run and finished on 4th. Number 13 was Regan. Regan was in 8th spot as they entered the home straight, then stayed on in 8th. The winner here was Dubai King, who won the race by a widening margin. Number 11, Pelagia. Pelagia has had a few starts in this season without really placing in any of them. Last start was in race number 104, where Pelagia took the turn in 7th spot. then dropped back slightly and eventually finished on 8th of 10 runners. The winner here was Sporting Trainer, who took the rail and got the measure of dance along at the shadows of the post. We move on to the third race of the afternoon, the Real Danger Cup for maiden horses 3-year-old only, to be run over a distance of 1200 meters. We got 5 runners going to post for this one. The only one has any experience is number 4, Sea Salt Caramel. The run we are looking at is from race number 93, where Sea Salt Caramel was in a forward position as the end of the last 200 meters was flattering for a while, but then there was a late surge by Natural Grace and eventually Sea Salt Caramel dropped back and finished on third. We move on to the fourth race of the afternoon, the Sky Classic Handicap for horses rated 61 to 86, rated 41 to 66, eligible to be run over a distance of 1400 meters. 4 runners we're looking at. This is from race number 74. Definitely Harvest Time was the eye catcher. Back-to-back wins for Harvest Time, was in third spot, then took charge and won that race very impressively. Where Tiger Mountain, who was a little slowly out of the gates, was brushed up, was in second spot as they entered the home straight, then eventually dropped back and finished on fifth. Yeah, number 3 Swift was a winner in first start in the Calcutta track in race number 18. Subsequently, Swift in this race finished on fourth, and the other runner was number 4 Galacticus. Galacticus has had a couple of starts so far, and in this race she finished on second. Number 5 is Montalina. Montalina one start after coming down from southern India. This was in race number 89. The one we are looking at over 1200 meters was in 5th spot as they entered the home straight, made up a placing and eventually finished on 4th. The winner here was Black Eagle, who won that race by a length and a half. Number 6 is Artemis Ignitia. A couple of starts for Artemis Ignitia. First up in race number 18, finished on second to Swift by 3 parts of a length. The run we are looking at is from race number 35 over 1400 meters, where Artemis Ignitia took the turn a little wide and came up with a run and eventually finished on 4th. The winner here was Dubai Gold, who won that race by 3 parts of a length. Number 7 is Basharat, who's had 4 starts, winner of her first start she had in race number 3, where she got the measure of Sea Lion over 1600 meters. Subsequently has had 3 starts, finished on 5th in race number 18, finished on 4th in race number 56. The start we are looking at is from race number 80, where again she was slowly out of the gates, took the turn in 6th spot, came up with a late dash down the center and eventually finished on 4th. The winner here was Flying Scotsman. Number 8 is Clever Hans. Clever Hans has had quite a few starts and has been knocking on the doors in his last start. Clever Hans in race number 98 took the turn in test spot, then weaved a passage towards the inside and came up with a late dash and fell short and finished on 3rd. The winner here was Archway, who won that race by a length and a quarter. Couple of runners, number 9 Opus 1, number 10 K-Star. This was from race number 99, where Opus 1 was in 6th spot, then came up with a run down the center and eventually finished on 4th. K-Star was in 3rd spot as they entered the home straight, then started to drop back slightly and eventually finished on in a mid-pack in 6th spot. The winner here was Hall of Grace, who won that race by a long neck. We move on to the 5th and feature race of the afternoon, the Bergamo Cup for horses rated 81 and above, rated 61 to 86, eligible to be run over a distance of 1400 meters. First runner we are looking at is Redoubtable, who's had a couple of starts. First up in race number 46 over 1400 meters, finished on behind Snowfall. The last start was in race number 51, the one we are looking at. This was over 2200 meters, where Redoubtable was in 3rd spot throughout and eventually finished on 3rd, almost 9.5 lengths behind the winner, which was Euphoric. Number 2 is Cape Tanneros. Cape Tanneros one start in the season so far in race number 11, where Cape Tanneros went over 1400 meters, was in 3rd spot at the end of the home straight, then weakened slightly and finished on 4th. The winner here was Savvy Chick. Number 3 is Gazino. Gazino has had quite a few starts in the season, couple of eye-catching starts, namely in race number 62 where finished on second to Cool Rider, and the last start, the one we are looking at in race number 94, where it took the turn in 6th spot, then came up with a rattle down the center and finished the rest of the best in 2nd spot with Tosha, almost 4 lengths from the winner. Couple of runners, True Marshall and Vijaya Falcon. This is from race number 87 where Vijaya Falcon was a little slowly out of the gaze, was brushed up, but all it could do was finish on 5th. True Marshall, who was in 3rd spot, kept on finding something and eventually finished on 3rd. The winner here was Destroyer, who made every post a winning one. Number 6 is Siege Perilous, has had quite a few starts in this season, couple of eye-catching starts, namely in race number 37 where finished on 4th to Time and Tide. The run we are looking at is from race number 62 where Siege Perilous took the turn in 8th spot, made up a placing and eventually finished on 7th. The winner here was Cool Rider, who got that race by length and a quarter. We move on to the 6th and last race of the day, the Alvarado Handicap. For horses rated 41 to 66, rated 21 to 46, eligible to be run over a distance of 2,400 meters. 3 runners took part in the race we are looking at from race number 91, where Life Hit Good was definitely the eye catcher, was in 4th spot, then came up with a run down the center, took charge and won the race by 3.5 lengths. Wonderful, who was winner of an earlier start in race number 73 over here, went on a start to finish mission, but did not have any answers for Life is Good. Parker was another runner which was in 3rd spot, stayed on in 3rd. Today ridden by Nikhil Naidu is Parker, Life is Good ridden by Mohit Singh, and Wonderful will be ridden by Vishal N. Bunde. Number 4 is Lucky 9. Lucky 9 already winner of couple of starts, race number 50 where got the measure of nod over 2,000 meters, and the run we are looking at in race number 96. Well, Lucky 9 went on a start to finish mission and absolutely blew the field away. They were all huffing and puffing to get close to Lucky 9, but they really had no answers for Lucky 9. Today the amount of P. Uday Kiran. So that's the lineup for the day, ladies and gentlemen. See you at the races. Best of luck.